Welcome back to our series on cognitive distortions. If you're new here or just need a quick refresher, a cognitive distortion is a way of thinking that is often unrealistic, skewed, unhelpful, or irrational that tends to lead to negative thoughts and or negative emotions. So today we'll be looking at another very common thought, which is jumping to conclusions. So without further ado, let's get into it. So jumping to conclusions, as the name suggests, is a conclusion being made without really knowing if there is any validity to it. When we do this consistently, we can cause ourselves a lot of undue stress. So there's two common ways that this way of thinking manifests itself. One is mind reading, and two is fortune telling. So mind reading is when we assume that we know what someone else is thinking, or we know the rationale behind someone else's behaviors. We may also assume that people are reacting negatively to you specifically. And these assumptions of intentions often occur with little to no evidence. Fortune telling is when we begin making predictions about what is going to happen on some future occasion, like we're gazing into some crystal ball. And often these predictions, we overestimate the negative emotions or negative experiences that we may encounter. Now, mind reading and fortune telling are natural tendencies of the brain that can help us navigate through social situations and anticipate potential dangers. However, it can also lead to misunderstandings, misinterpretations, and relationship problems when our assumptions are incorrect or negative predictions. So it's important to be aware of these tendencies so that we can take steps to address them in a balanced and rational manner. So with fortune telling, it is the act of anticipating or predicting future events, and it can be a helpful tool to prepare for potential challenges. On the other hand, sometimes it can also lead to unnecessary stress and anxiety when the predictions are negative or unlikely to occur. So by being mindful of this tendency, you can take steps to address it and focus on the present moment. Now, with mind reading, it's an act of imagining or anticipating what someone else is thinking, and it has its benefits in social situations, but it can also lead to, again, misunderstandings and relationship problems when our assumptions are, incorrect or wrong. So by being aware of this tendency, you can take steps to communicate with others and validate their thoughts and feelings so that there can be more of an understanding there. So these tendencies are, again, normal, and it's not about eliminating them per se, but managing them in a way that doesn't negatively impact our mental and emotional well-being or our ability to make good decisions, which is the case for most cognitive distortions. They are otherwise helpful ways of thinking that are just taken a bit too far to the extreme.